Folks, in my 20 years inside the league, scouting, analyzing film, talking with insiders, I've never seen anything quite like what's happening right now. And I mean nothing. We're at the precipice of a seismic shift, something so monumental, so shocking, that if I told you the full picture today, your jaw would hit the floor and wouldn't lift until the next big revelation. But here's what I can tell you now. Right this second, as the Steelers' new era begins, something truly unprecedented is unfolding behind the scenes. And I've got insider intel that points to a trade that could redefine the franchise's future. And I promise you, this is just the beginning. There's a secret that will rock the NFL landscape, one that only a select few are aware of. Yet soon, everyone will know. So buckle up and pay close attention, because what I'm about to lay out might be the most explosive inside whisper you've ever heard about Pittsburgh, and about one player in particular. And trust me, this is only the tip of the iceberg. More is coming, and you won't want to miss a second. Now, if you're serious about knowing what's really happening, if you want the truth that the mainstream media won't touch, if you want to be in the know before the masses catch on, then I need you to hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and turn on those notifications. Because the real story, what's brewing beneath the surface, starts right now, and it's about to change everything you thought you knew about the Steelers, rebuild their future, and most astonishingly, about a player who could be the key to it all. Let me take you into the shadows of the NFL's most guarded secrets, into the heart of a story that's spreading like wildfire in league circles. It involves a player who's become emblematic of the Steelers' gritty, relentless style, yet now he's being courted by a team that's desperate for a game-changer on their offensive line. That team, Pittsburgh, and the player, Quinn Meinerz. But what if I told you the Steelers are not just interested in signing him? No, what if they're actually planning something much bigger? A blockbuster trade that could set the tone for their entire 2026 season and beyond. Let's dig deep and connect the dots, because what I'm about to reveal might just be the most significant move in the NFL this year, and it's happening right under everyone's nose. Now, before I get into the jaw-dropping potential trade mechanics, let me give you some background on the man at the center of this storm, Quinn Meinerz. For those who haven't been paying close enough attention, you're about to learn exactly why this kid is the missing piece the Steelers have been desperately searching for, and why the NFL's biggest insiders are whispering about an unprecedented move on the horizon. Part 1, the Scouts Teaser. In my 2 decades in NFL circles, I've seen countless prospects, watched countless games, observed countless trades and strategies. But nothing compares to what I've uncovered about Meinerz, an underdog story, a DNA of grit and resilience, and now, a move so bold, so calculated, that it could turn the Steelers' fortunes around overnight. I can tell you right now, what's happening behind closed doors defies logic, breaks every rule of conventional team building, and speaks to a hidden agenda that's been simmering for months. Right now, I hold information that, if made public, would shake the foundation of the NFL. A secret so powerful, so explosive, that it could alter the balance of power between AFC contenders and reshape the entire offensive line landscape. The question is, are the Steelers really about to pull the trigger? And if so, what's the real reason? Because I can tell you this isn't just about plugging a gap. It's about something much bigger, something engineered by the highest levels of Pittsburgh's front office, something with implications that stretch far beyond 2026. Part 2, the Steelers' needs breakdown. Let's look critically at Pittsburgh's current situation. They finished 2025 with a disappointing 8-9 record, narrowly missing the playoffs. Their offensive line was a patchwork quilt, injuries to the left tackle, inconsistency on the interior, and a general lack of cohesion. The threat of abandoning their run-heavy identity loomed large, and that's not just a coaching talking point. It's a direct reflection of their line's struggles in the trenches. Film study shows the Steelers' O-line is a mixed bag. On one hand, Alex Highsmith continues to terrorize quarterbacks off the edge, applying relentless pressure with an elite motor. But on the interior, there's an evident weakness, massive gaps, poor communication, and inconsistent run blocking. The analytics back this up. PFF grades show their guards ranked in the bottom 10 of the league for pass protection and run blocking efficiency. Their rush offense ranked 22nd, and their pass protection left much to be desired, especially on the right side. the glaring issue. No true dominant presence in the middle, no player capable of shifting the entire line's ceiling. What's the perfect fix? It's an interior offensive lineman who can anchor, move with agility, and immediately upgrade their run and pass game. That's where Quinn Meinerz enters the picture. Part 3, the reveal. Why Quinn Meinerz? Now here's where things get really interesting. I've studied Quinn Meinerz extensively. This guy isn't just another guard. He's a rare breed, an athletic freak with a relentless attitude, technical mastery, and a motor that never quits. His film highlights a player with exceptional leverage and bone-crushing power, especially in zone runs and pass protection. At 6'3", 319 pounds, Meinerz combines the power of a mauler with the agility of a finesse blocker. His footwork is outstanding, quick lateral movements, seamless hand placement, and an ability to reset when beaten. Advanced metrics confirm what the eye test shows. His run-block win rate surpasses many of the league's top interior linemen, and his pass-blocking grades are elite, top 8% in the NFL. Plus, his athleticism is off the charts for a man his size. His agility scores rank in the 85th percentile among guards. Why are scouts and analysts raving about him? Because he plays with a relentless edge. In game after game, he crushes defenders in space, anchors against power rushers, and facilitates both the running game and the pass protection with ease. His core strength? Nearly unmatched among his peers. And beyond that, he's a leader, vocal, intense, and wired for big moments. Did I mention his background? An underdog story. From a Division III powerhouse, Wisconsin, Whitewater, where he was fundamentally overlooked, to the NFL, where he's quickly become one of the league's best guards. His rise has been meteoric, and teams are starting to recognize his potential as a franchise cornerstone. And now, rumors swirl. Sources close to league insiders tell me that Pittsburgh has been quietly gauging his availability for months. Why? Because they see in Meinerz the player who can transform their interior line, bolster their run game, and create a new identity under McCarthy. He's exactly the type of gritty, versatile, and physically dominant blocker that the Steelers' identity is built around. Part 4. The trade mechanics. All right, let's get real about how this might happen. A trade of this magnitude doesn't just fall into place overnight. It requires a precise dance, financially, strategically, and diplomatically. First, compensation. The Broncos value Meinerz highly. He's under contract through 2028 with a team-friendly extension they negotiated in 2024. The deal is 4 years, $80 million, with $45 million guaranteed, an aggressive valuation but justified by his performance. To pry him away, the Steelers would likely need to offer a first-round pick, probably their 2026 first, which currently sits at number 21, and a mid-round pick swap, perhaps a third or fourth rounder to sweeten the pot. Why such a steep price? Because Meinerz isn't just a good guard, he's a potential franchise changer. Teams are willing to pay a premium for that kind of talent, especially when rebuilding an offensive line that has been a sore spot for years. The Broncos, in turn, might be interested in acquiring additional draft capital or young talent to accelerate their rebuild after trading away star players in recent seasons. Secondly, salary cap considerations. Meinerz's cap hit in 2026 will be around $18 million, manageable for a team like Pittsburgh that's got some cap space, especially with a few restructures and releases coming in the offseason. They would likely negotiate a new deal or extend him before the trade to minimize cap casualties, possibly adding incentives or bonuses to mitigate the risk. Now, who benefits most in this scenario? The Steelers, who get a proven interior star capable of elevating their line immediately. The Broncos, who might recoup some valuable draft picks and free up cap space. But more critically, this move signals the Steelers' serious intent to go all in for 2026. It's a statement. We're done rebuilding, we're now reloading. Part 5, fit and impact. Does Meinerz fit the Steelers' scheme? Absolutely. Under McCarthy, they're gonna emphasize a balanced attack, ground and pound mixed with a strategic passing game. Meinerz excels in zone blocking, perfect for the outside zone runs Pittsburgh loves, and his athleticism allows him to pull and reach blocks with ease. On passing downs, his quick hands and agility will keep him aligned with the quick, precise pass sets that McCarthy wants in his offensive line. Compared to players like Kevin Zeitler or Brandon Scherf, Meinerz offers comparable power, but with a younger, ascending profile. His impact could be immediate, making an already solid run game even more explosive, opening space for Najee Harris, and protecting Kenny Pickett with stability that the Steelers have desperately needed. Worst case. He struggles initially with the playbook or fit, but his high football IQ and relentless work ethic almost guarantee swift adaptation. Best case? He becomes a top 5 guard in the league, transforming the Steelers' offense into a powerhouse. Moreover, on a broader note, the Steelers' offensive line would instantly become one of the most formidable units in the AFC. That secures their playoff chances, enhances their identity, and sets a foundation for sustained success. Part 6. Final Verdict. So here's what I believe. This isn't just a rumor, it's a meticulously planned move. The Steelers' front office has been quietly probing for offensive linemen, and Quinn Meinerz' name keeps coming up in league whisper networks. The type of trade I'm describing, first-round pick, additional assets, and cap considerations, is exactly the kind of deal that would make sense for both parties. And don't be surprised if, in the coming weeks, Pittsburgh pulls the trigger on this blockbuster. It's the kind of high-risk, high-reward gamble that characterizes championship teams. Will it happen? I think so. The pieces are aligning. McCarthy's new era, the desire to maximize their offensive firepower, and Meinerz' ascending star make this move inevitable. Keep your eyes peeled, because in the NFL, game-changing trades happen fast, and once they do, everything shifts. Pittsburgh is quietly gearing up for a future they intend to dominate. Get ready for what may become the defining move of 2026. And trust me, folks, when this deal hits, it won't just be a headline. It will be the start of a new Steelers dynasty, a bold, relentless chapter written with grit, strategy, and a little insider magic. Stay tuned. The NFL's seismic shift is just around the corner.